Hey, Theo. This is John from Kansas City.
Hey, John, thank you for calling. Kansas City. We got a show coming up there, I believe, and I'm excited about that. But I've spent some time over there. You know, it's one of the largest land cities in America. I'll say that right there. Riley, look it up. What cities have the largest land in America? I believe the first one is Anchorage, and the second one.
I've got New York.
No. Let's hear more, brother. Onward.
And I got a question for you. So my dad is currently, doing that powder, and he's been doing it for a while now. He'll get these episodes where he's just angry, and I don't know what to do about it. So I just want to try to figure out how to help him get back to normal, get back to being the dad that I remember, because it's scary. But anyways, I just wanted to see your thoughts about it, see if you could maybe, give me some insights on what I should do.
Gang, man, thanks for calling, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry that your dad's going through that. I don't know if he's an addict or if it's just something that he's doing for fun, but obviously it's affecting you. I think, maybe just try to sit and talk with him and say, hey, Dad, I feel like, don't accuse him, but say, hey, maybe I feel like this is something that's going on. Do you feel like that's something you want to be doing, or do you feel like it's a problem? I don't know. The only way that I have had success is through 12-step recovery. That's the only way I've had success. And, I've had some relapses, but that's the main way that I've found sobriety in my life. And, they have NA, Narcotics Anonymous, for drug use. And there's probably even a CA for cocaine use. There is. So I don't know. Maybe you could offer to go to a meeting with him. Maybe you could go to a meeting and ask some people there if they had any suggestions. But yeah, just let him know that you care. And then, you could even ask him if he doesn't want to talk about it. You could ask him, hey, is it okay to ask you about it again? In a few weeks or something. Is it okay if I check back in with you about this? Because even then you're opening a little bit, if he's willing to say yes, you're opening a little bit of a door, because people have to be willing to get help for themselves, I think. And I'm not preaching. This is just some of my own experience and things that I've seen. We have to be willing to get help for ourselves. But sometimes I'll notice, I have a friend that's used that trick on me before, and it's a trick really, but it's not really. He'd ask me about something. If I was having a problem with something, he's like, "Do you want to talk about it?" I'd be like, "I don't want to. I don't want to talk about it." But then he'd be like, "Hey, is it okay if I talk to you about it again? If I ask you about it again sometime? Can I check back in with you about it again in a few weeks? I want to make sure you're okay." And by saying, and I would agree to that, and by agreeing to that, it's slowly making me a little bit willing to hear something different, right? Because that an addict needs is willingness. They just have to get a little willing, and then willingness will grow, right? So sometimes that's a way that you can maybe, I'm not trying to trick your dad, but it's also a way where you can create a way, hey, I'm going to check back in about this. And then when you do check back in with an addict, it reminds them, oh, this person cares. And connection is one of the biggest remedies for addiction is connection. So anyway, I'm not sure if some of that makes sense, but you want to get a little bit of willingness out of somebody. So sometimes if you get a no, it's like, hey, can I check back in with you about it? But I'm sorry you're going through that, man, and I'm happy that you care about your dad. And I bet he's not happy about it. You know, and he probably doesn't know where to start. But yeah, it's, you know, people have to want to help themselves, but sometimes we can help plant a little bit of seed of willingness by creating some patience and a chance for a little bit of mild accountability in the sense like, hey, can I check back in with you? So anyway, man, I love you, brother, and hang in there. And we'll holler, man. I'm coming to Kansas City, and if you want to bring your dad out to a show, I'm happy to get you guys some tickets. We don't have to say anything about this, but that'd be my treat, man.